All right, we're joined by Coach McLean, Tarkus Ferguson, and Jordan Blount. We'll open with a statement from Coach, followed by questions for the student athletes. If you have a question, just kindly raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you, and we'll begin with a statement from Coach.
Well, as I told this group of young men, they have nothing to be ashamed of. It was a high-level game. It was a night some shots wouldn't go down for us. Give Northern Kentucky credit. They came in and they had a good game plan. It's interesting that our team and their team were the two best defensive teams in the league, and that's the two teams that were playing to go to the NCAA tournament. And again, these guys have done a lot, and they have nothing to hang their heads about.
All right, questions for the student athletes. Again, raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. Go ahead, right here. Yeah.
Coach, after a game like last night, and then how today ended, what'd you take away from this in terms of your level of disappointment, how you feel about these two seniors and just your team in general?
Well, you know, athletics is a cruel game because the reality when it's over, okay? And as I told this group, I've been around a lot of championship teams. This group had a championship mentality for the last 3 weeks. And so, as I told them, their disappointment is real because they walked in expecting to win. If you don't walk in expecting to win, then you kind of go, well, it didn't work. But I told the four seniors, you know, UIC hasn't played in the championship game since 2004. They've created a culture that now can be built on where the expectation is to be here again. And now they've experienced it. So, I love these guys. I've said this about them, I'm going to keep saying it. In today's culture of kids transferring and leaving schools, these four seniors stayed with the process, stayed with the University of Illinois Chicago, and gave them everything they had. And they leave having accomplished a lot of things.
Follow for the players. What's the toughest part knowing this is it for you guys?
Tarkus, you want to start us off with?
Just not being able to play with my guys no more. That's it. I mean, like you said, we wanted to go to the dance. That was our accomplishment since the first day I got here. We made it to the championship, but like you said, we didn't make shots and they did.
Yeah, just reiterating, it's heartbreaking not being able to get over the hump at the end. You know, really like up until tip-off, you know, envisioning winning and envisioning cutting down nets, and it just hurts at the end, you know.
Additional questions for the student athletes? Right here.
So in the first half, you guys had a few kind of offensive miscues. Was that more due to their defense, or was that like nerves, or a combination of both?
Jordan, you want to start?
Again, I don't think it was nerves. I think we, like Coach said, you know, we expected to be there. We expected to win. So I don't think it was anything got to do with nerves. And credit to their defense, yeah. But again, I just feel like we missed a couple shots. You know, we just never really got our rhythm going the way we wanted to. But yeah, I feel like it was, you know, it was on us rather than any other factor.
Tarkus.
Yeah, to piggyback on what he said, we had a lot of open shots. I just think we didn't make them. They did. That's it.
Anything more for the student athletes? All right, guys, we'll let you get back to the locker room. Congrats on a great season. Hopefully more basketball ahead for you guys.
Thank you.
All right, additional questions for Coach McLean at this time?
So where do you see your program going forward? I know you're going to lose, like I said, those two guys, but as far as going forward, where do you see your program, the state that your program is in?
Well, I think when you look at, and it was a tough night tonight for Braylon because they just don't play with any big guys, so it was hard to play him. But when you think about Braylon and Dion and Jamie and Mike Diggins and the young guys we have, you know, people forget the guy sitting in street clothes would have been our starting center that was out all year. And so we could have as good a front line as anybody in the country. And yeah, we've got to replace some senior guards, but I think I can tell you this, it's a lot different than when I got here. and you know, you're talking about being able to go recruit and we're getting ready to get a commitment out of one of the best uncommitted kids out there. And you know, I think more than anything, it's just in a different place today. And these kids have done, like I said, they've done a lot of good things, and I wouldn't change it for them. I wanted, as I told them when I recruited them, I've sat there on Selection Sunday. I know what that feels like. I wanted them to experience that. I don't do this for me. I do this for them. And that's a disappointment. You know, but hopefully it's something that, you know, as Mike Diggins said the other night, we hadn't even been here before. So you got to take steps, and Northern Kentucky's been here 3 years in a row. Walton, all those guys, they played in this game a year ago. So, you know, hopefully that's a step for us.
Additional questions for Coach? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.